Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon is a sci-fi, dystopian, mecha-based vehicular combat game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment on August 24th, 2023. Prior to Armored Core 6, there was a significant gap between releases as the last release from the franchise, Armored Core Verdict Day, was released on September 24th, 2013. It has been 10 years since the last installment, and with that comes a new generation of AC pilots that are ready to take to the skies. So, sit down, grab a snack, and get cozy as we take a look at an amazing game we think all will enjoy. In the past, the discovery of a highly valuable substance located on the planet known as Rubicon 3 was discovered. Coral, an energy source and substance that was expected to dramatically advance humans' technological and communication capabilities. Shortly after the discovery of coral, an interstellar catastrophe took place, the Fires of Ibis. Decades later, that substance, coral, resurfaces on the planet of Rubicon 3, leading numerous factions to fight for its control. The player assumes the role of augmented human C4-621, or 621 for short, a fourth-generation augmented human who had undergone extensive biological and cybernetic operations, which augmented their piloting skills and restricted their capacity to feel human emotions. As 621 infiltrated Rubicon 3 under the broker Handler Walter, they traveled to Rubicon to operate as an independent mercenary. One not tied to other corporations, the local resistance group, or the other powers on Rubicon. Shortly after their arrival, they take the call sign Raven from an AC wreckage to profit from the conflict that would later come to be known as the Coral War.
621, you're a famous mercenary now. Time to act like one.
Throughout your journey on Rubicon 3, you'll come across and face many individuals as you take up mercenary jobs all across the planet, from corporate militias, Rubiconian citizens, and other independent mercenaries. The foes and friends you meet along your journey will play a major role in your mercenary activities across Rubicon 3. For starters, majority of the missions you will embark on will be handled by your broker, Handler Walter. Handler Walter will manage all mercenary operations you undergo, while also being your operator and support on the field. Alongside him, a disembodied Rubiconian named Air will also assist you on your journey during your mercenary escapades. Sometime after Operation Wall Climber, Raven is exposed to a massive surge of coral while attacking Watchpoint Delta, and in doing so, unwittingly makes contact with Air, who subsequently takes over as Raven's operator in their ensuing fight against the PCA's AAPO7 Balteus. Shortly after their decisive victory, Air and Raven then agree to maintain contact until the struggle over Rubicon's coral concludes.
But still, tough luck. I feel sorry for you. I really do.
Walter and Air won't be the only characters you meet on the battlefields of Rubicon, as later on, you will meet other guns for hire from different factions such as G1 Michigan, leader of Balaam Industries, AC mercenary group The Red Guns, He is a man of great notoriety, being hailed as a hero of the Jupiter War and a skilled AC pilot who was so impressive that he earned the moniker Hell on Four Legs, known by both his allies and his enemies. Then there's V2 Snail, the deputy commander of the Arquebus Corporation's elite combat unit, the Vespers. Alongside him is the V4 Rusty, an augmented human serving as an armored corps pilot and a squad leader of the Vespers. After the completion of Operation Wall Climber, Rusty confides to Raven, whom he now trusts as a war buddy, about Arquebus' secret plan to sacrifice mercenaries in the operation, and that Raven's surprising survival will be remembered by both the corporation and himself. From this point on, Rusty shows an undaunted respect for Raven's skill and distinctly refers to them as buddy.
One new message.
We're war buddies now. I think I should tell you something. During Operation Wall Climber, Arquebus was planning to sacrifice you. The plan was to use independent mercenaries to clear the way so that the Vespers could step in and take over. But instead, you took the wall. Both the higher-ups and the Rubiconians are going to remember the name Raven now. As will I.
Finally, we have RAD's Cinder, Carla, and Chatty, Stick. Carla, leader of RAD, and a well-respected AC pilot who survived the fires of Ibis. After a confrontation with Raven, she yields to Raven's requests after Raven's defeat of the RAD's Smart Cleaner, showing that further combat would be detrimental. Then we have Carla's right-hand man, Chatty Stick, an AI who, apart from piloting an AC, doubles as RAD's system admin. Chatty has a largely impassive, straightforward, and professional demeanor in contrast to Carla's brash and carefree attitude.
Looks like the coast is clear. The closure area is SG's jurisdiction. Why send an enforcement squad in a warship? Special mission, maybe? Or was it? Wait. Over there.
Trespassers to Rubicon, this is your warning. Disarm and withdraw from the closure area immediately. Resistance will be regarded as a declaration of war, and you will be marked for termination. The PCA makes no exceptions.
The PCA. They're coming.
Looks like we got a little too eager, 621. Us and the corporations both.
As stated prior, there are many corporations and subsidiary groups that are vying for control of Rubicon and the coral that lies dormant deep in the planet. Such corporations, like the Arquebus Corporation, a manufacturer of armored core parts and one of the major corporations of Rubicon 3. Among their assets include an elite mercenary squadron, codenamed Vespers, and their subsidiary Schneider, which also manufactures AC parts and schematics. Then there's Balaam Industries, another manufacturer of armored core parts. Their motto is domination through material superiority. They are another one of the major corporations on Rubicon 3, with their power enforced by their in-house mercenary company, the Red Guns. Additionally, there are corporations like RAD, Reuse and Development, a black market arms dealer organization. They have a reputation for viciousness and are known for assembling and selling their own heavily customized mechs from the products of other manufacturers, such as Boss.
Target destroyed. Our work here is done, 6-2.
Raven, I'm picking up something in the stratosphere. It's approaching fast.
Go 2-3, attending scene.
Watch point report checked out. Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
There also lies the PCA, or Planetary Closure Administration, an organization that regulates access to Rubicon 3 and has commandeered numerous autonomous sea weapons left behind by the Rubicon Research Institute after the fires of Ibis. Finally, there is the Rubicon Liberation Front, an organization on the planet Rubicon, composed of original colonists that survived the fires of Ibis and their descendants. The RLF hold a religious devotion towards Coral. They want to reclaim their ravaged home and drive out both corporations and the PCA out of Rubicon 3 once and for all. Even though you will meet many faces across Rubicon's icy battlefields, that doesn't mean you won't face grueling, three-dimensional, fast-paced AC combat. So what are you waiting for? Tag along as we show you what it means to be a mercenary on Rubicon 3.
You must be Raven. One of the infamous handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall? We're not done here yet.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of Armored Core designs dating back to the first release of the franchise on July 10, 1997. But one thing will always hold true. An Armored Core is a powerful, robotic war machine used by various mercenaries known as Ravens. Often referred to as ACs by shorthand, they are the titular mecha of From Software's video game series by the same name. ACs have been involved in practically every major event within the history of the games and have been pivotal in shaping the world where they take place. The player of each game in the series always assumes control of an AC, and through the campaign can buy and earn more parts to upgrade and customize their personal unit.
5. Target for termination sighted. Time to pay the piper.
Looks like we've got high-ranking PCA officers. Sorry to keep you waiting. I've got your back, buddy. Hope you've got mine.
Mastery of movement is pivotal in Armored Core 6, as you will be facing enemies moving at lightning-fast speeds and AI targeting systems with near-perfect aim. The movement in previous titles have drastically changed over the years. From Armored Core 4 Answer's high-octane movement to Verdict Day's slow, tactical approach, regardless, it is paramount that you learn and master the movement of Armored Core in order to survive your confrontations and live to fight another day. In AC6, players have the ability to utilize not only horizontal movement, but movement in all directions within three-dimensional space, allowing mind-bending omnidirectional movement in combat. It is important for pilots to utilize omnidirectional action, which is fundamental to AC combat, as the space utilized in battle isn't flat, but three-dimensional. So, take advantage of 3D space and utilize your AC's omnidirectional movement to overcome the many obstacles you'll find yourself in on the battles of Rubicon. After all, how can a raven fly without wings of their own?
Establishing comms link with him.
Raven. I've identified an approaching enemy. I'll synchronize with your brainwaves and maintain contact to support you.
I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
A key principle in Armored Core's gameplay design is the utilization of the garage, a mini hub space in which all your mercenary jobs and preparations will take place before you venture out into Rubicon's war-torn theater. Inside the garage, you will be able to utilize Armored Core's iconic parts customization system, a feature that has been a mainstay in all of FromSoft's Armored Core titles. The parts customization is a core principle in Armored Core's gameplay, as it dictates the playstyle and performance of your Armored Core. There are 4 major categories within the parts system: unit parts, which are weapons equipped to your AC, frame parts, and AC's body frame, such as the legs and arms, inner parts, which affect the handling and usability of your AC, and finally, the expansion, a new category that offers abilities via OS tuning. Before you go headfirst into battle, it is important that you have a fundamental understanding of the parts system. The variety of parts and combinations that the game offers are extremely vast, so build to your heart's content. So, let's talk about the frame parts of your AC, starting with the arm and head, which both have significant impacts on your AC. The arms of your AC can affect your targeting proficiency, which is important during the heat of battles, as your opponents will be moving at high-paced speeds that can't be tracked by conventional weapons. So, being able to keep up with your target during the midst of the battle is key. Then we have the head, which affects your AC's shock absorption and scan mode effectiveness. Although not important, scan mode effectiveness is useful during expeditions and stealth missions, as it helps detect items and enemies across a varied amount of distances. Then we have the core and legs of your AC. The core is the centerpiece that holds your AC together while also managing large parts of your AC's weight load. Without it, you wouldn't be able to pilot your AC. Then we have the legs, a major component of your AC that dictates the way you play, as you can select from a multitude of leg styles with different weights and types. The 4 leg types include bipedal legs, reverse joint legs, quadrupedal legs, and tank treads. Bipedal legs are the standard leg parts of the Armored Core series and are divided into 3 subgroups: heavy, medium, and light bipedal legs. These legs have many differences, such as heavy legs, having the ability to take more weight but are slow in speed, or lightweight legs, being fast in speed but unable to take heavy weight loads along with having low armor. Reverse joint legs follow the same principles as bipedal legs but have the resemblance of a bird. Although reverse joints share the same stats as its bipedal counterpart, its main difference is its increased jump height and low armor values. Then there's quadrupedal legs, spider-like legs that divide into 4 equal leg parts. These legs have subpar ground mobility but can use heavy shoulder cannons without kneeling while also being able to utilize superb hovering abilities in the air. Then we leave off with the tank treads, slow, heavily armored moving fortresses. These leg parts are notorious for their extremely resilient armor and their immense weight load, being able to carry immense firepower, such as shoulder cannons, without being able to kneel. Now we move on to the inner parts of the AC, such as the FCS targeting system, boosters, and generator. The FCS targeting system is solely responsible for helping you lock onto targets during combat. It is recommended to use an FCS that matches your weapon's range of fire, as using an FCS with a weapon that does not match said range will result in your targeting system having poor tracking and accuracy, which is detrimental in the heat of the battle. Boosters are another core internal part of your AC. They are the main form of transportation used by ACs in order to traverse great distances and are utilized in evading enemy attacks and executing tactical maneuvers on the battlefield. Finally, we have one of, if not the most important part of an AC across all games, the generator, as it supplies power to the AC and determines the energy output, the energy gauge, or energy capacity. Power is an important consideration in the Armored Core games, as the generator can only generate energy at a certain rate, and if the AC uses energy at a faster rate, the charge held by the generator is depleted. If the energy produced by a generator is depleted past the generator's red zone, it immediately shuts off all other high energy dependent functions and recharges, leaving the AC very vulnerable. Recharging ACs cannot use their boosters or energy weapons until the generator has completely recharged. And in battle, up to a minute without weapons or mobility can end up costing a heavy price. So, it is imperative that you choose a generator that is best suited for your needs. Ranging from burst assault rifles like the Ransetsu RF to heavy Gatling guns such as the Huben, and even small pistols and grenade launchers like the Ducat and the Taeyong Show, better yet. There are even energy blades like the 774 LS and heavy piercing melee weapons like the Ashmead POW bunker. Knowing how to create, operate, and customize your AC is important in order to successfully carry out your missions and live to see another day. But for those who wish to test their newly found skill in combat prowess, we have just the place for you. So come, join us as we venture forth into the arena.
Commencing evaluation. Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program number 3. Only the best remain. Subject AC, Aster Crown.
The arena is a mode and stage in which the player is able to fight against opponent ACs and gain money through a rank-based system. The arena has went through many changes in past titles, but its principles still hold true. The ability to allow players to test their skills in combat against ravens and other mercenaries of equal or greater skills, while also providing incentives such as cash prizes or parts. Combatants in Arena are also in missions. It is also a good way to test and look for weaknesses in both the enemies and the player's own AC. In Armored Core 6, all Arena rankings and activities are managed by Armored, a mercenary liaison organization and weapons manufacturer operating on Rubicon 3. It is primarily responsible for providing logistical support to various mercenaries, including access to its various services and facilities, including the part shop, its simulators, and of course, the virtual arena. As stated earlier, many of the characters you come across on Rubicon 3 will hold a spot in the arena, such as G1 Michigan of the Balaam Redguns. Michigan holds the number 2 S-rank spot in the arena. They don't call him Hell on 4 legs for nothing. You can also meet your old friend V4 Rusty, who holds the number 9 B rank spot. So go and climb the ranks and obtain the title of the number 1 S rank mercenary.
Here we are, buddy. I was right all along. You were just another threat to Rubicon.
Throughout your journey on Rubicon, many obstacles will cross your path. But as a mercenary, it is your duty to observe, learn, and utilize the entirety of your toolkit and harness the power of your AC to control three-dimensional space and overcome your obstacles so you, yourself, can live to fight another day. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is available for purchase on PlayStation, Xbox X Series, and PC platforms. You can find the game in the PlayStation and Xbox store pages in addition to the Steam store page on PC. Thank you for watching. This concludes our video essay for Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. We appreciate your time and support. My name is Robin Robinson, and we look forward to your next viewing. And remember, feed the fire. Let the last cinders burn.
See how far they can fly on borrowed wings.